Hello, everypony. In light of the new generation that's about to drop, I remembered how much I loved My Little Pony Friendship is Magic as a young child. And I especially loved being a part of the Brony fandom where people would just create their own stories, which included, of course, visual novels or audio dramas like Daughter of Discord. And so I decided that I was going to redesign, or I guess remaster, all of the characters from My Little Pony series that never existed. And of course, it was called My Little Pony Friendship is Betrayal because I was an edgy kid or something like that. Well, without further ado, let's get started. I thought it made the most sense for me to start with probably the literal main character. So, obviously, all of these characters are supposed to represent the elements of harmony in their own way, though I think that I would probably now change what the name of the elements are, since in the original My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, they actually changed from the pillars' um, like elements to the ones that we have now. But this character's name is Crystal Snow, and her original name was Ice Crystals, and I'm not sure why I picked that as the name. She is supposed to be a snow slash winter themed pony and was originally a recolor of Cadence, just blue. So obviously in this new version, I wanted her to start off as not being an alicorn. In this new rewrite of the entire series, she is actually a pupil of Twilight Sparkle instead of being the basically daughter of Celestia in a way. I was going to draw them all as humans as well, but I decided to scrap that idea, mostly because I would rather do that in another video. Also, I won't be doing all the characters in this video. I'll just be doing three because these three already really took me forever to draw. So please just enjoy these. For Crystal Snow here, I really loved drawing her with this like really flowy big hair. I think in every iteration of this character in some way, shape, or form, she has just unruly long hair that she doesn't really do very well. So she just puts it in a bunch of buns and hopes for the best. Ironically enough, this character is not even my self insert. You'd think that the main character would be my self insert as a 13-year-old, but even back then I was like, no, I can't be my own self insert. In fact, my self insert is this character's little sister, who I most likely will also be redesigning at some point because my god, is that design really bad. As for her design, though, I think she's so pretty. I wanted her to look all dainty. I was trying to make her a snowflake cutie mark because I think that her special ability has to do with weather specific magic. I think in the original story for this character, she was supposed to become like the alicorn that controls the weather because, you know, Celestia and Luna do like the whole daylight cycle, and then Twilight took over, so I don't know exactly how that would work in this new version of the story. Speaking of, the reason why I was called My Little Pony Friendship is Betrayal is because one of the main six here was supposed to betray the group and wasn't the actual, like, pillar of friendship or whatever. Basically, not the correct holder of that specific element. And I just really love the color palette I decided to pick for this girl because I mean, like, look at her. She's adorable. She's really pretty. I tried to like make her look like a snow themed pony. This is also interesting enough. This character is designed to be a part of my personal My Little Pony universe, where the My Little Pony characters and all of the different like races have like subcategories. So you may be a Earth pony, but you may specifically be a food themed Earth pony. And for her, she's a like seasoned themed unicorn. She's not an alicorn yet. I don't know if the fandom would like if she was an alicorn or not, but she would definitely have earned it. It would not have to be like one of those only took like 2 seconds for her to figure it out situations. I think what I like the most about her design is the like muted purples and such because I really wanted her to have a bunch of different fun layers to her character and not just be blue, I guess. And this is me doing that. So let's move on to the next character. So the next character went through 50 million different names. He was Prince Sword, Prince Shield, Golden Sword, uh, Super Prince. I don't know. Like he just had so many names that it wasn't even funny. And then I also had like such trouble drawing him for some reason. The original, he didn't even wear all this stuff. Like his original design, if I remember correctly, was a gray pony with blonde hair and like a scarf around his neck. And let me tell you, I hated that first sketch. I thought it was so bad. This is also the first time in like years I've drawn horses. So keep in mind, okay, I don't typically draw horses. Um, but I decided to make him a more bulkier pony. I guess inspired by, I forgot his name. Is it like Radcliffe or something like that? He's like the pillar and he's like huge. He's a big horse. He's like a Viking horse. So I wanted to like add that in. I don't know if I'm going to make this character um like related to anybody from like canon, but I know for a fact that he's one of the like imperial guards of Twilight's court, even though he is a prince himself. I didn't ironically make him a prince in that regard, but you know, whatever. Um I decided to name him Gilded Crest, like Prince Gilded Crest, so that way he has a nickname, so everyone could just call him Gil. I wanted them all to have like names that were like okay to be used as normal. And then we got Thunder Breeze, which I don't even think that's what his name did end up being. His original name was Breezy, and his first design I distinctly remember being like a pastel blue pony with like white cloud hair, and he had cloud hair for a very very long time. But in this version I really wanted him to have once again a cooler name, and then also have a much different color palette than the rest of the characters. So his name is now Dust Breeze, so like dusk dawn whatever, but he's dusk, and he's a Pegasi. Of course this is like the stand-in for Rainbow Dash. I mean, we can see it from a mile away, we all know. He kind of has a similar personality, but I think what differs him from canon is the fact that this guy is a massive flirt. He does it all the time. He loves talking to the mayors of the city. He does canonically get a significant other, but I'm gonna draw her in the next video, so no spoilers until then. But like, look how cool! I found this color palette. And I was like, yes, this is it. This is the color palette we're going with. A lot of blue tone ponies, but hey, I love blue. Who would have guessed? So those were all of our characters for today. I'm showing them off here. Let me know if you guys want to see the other ones, and I cannot wait to do those. It's probably going to take me like a couple more days here. Which of the characters you like the most, and also what would you like to know more about this specific universe? I'm super happy to share. Anyways, it was so nice talking with you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.